I am Storm. Are you?
I am joined by Sarah Doukas, who is the founder, director and all-round legend of Storm Model Management.
Say these things.
And also very beautiful herself. So we see that you have an eye for
compliments, Sarah.
And Stephanie Rad, who is one of the fastest up-and-coming models at Storm, would you say, at the moment?
Absolutely. Doing fabulously, brilliantly. Soon to go down to Australia.
Oh, wow.
Lucky
Nice
girl
to
and have some sun.
Yeah, what are you doing there?
Working. I'll hit the beach and be lovely and bronzed by the time I'm back.
Jealous. Right, we're going to get started because we don't have you for very long,
Yes,
and there
yes,
are
yes.
lots of questions for you. So Jennifer Adams has sent in a question saying that she knows it's silly, but she loves the name of your agency. How did the agency get its name Storm?
Oh, nightmare, because it is a nightmare choosing a name. And I chose loads of names and lived with them for a minute, an hour, a week, and thought, oh, dreadful. And so one night in desperation, I was looking in Roger's Thesaurus, and I looked up Tempest, and it said Storm, and I was like, that's a good name. And I lived with it for a day, a week, and after a month, I was like, that's it.
That's it. So how does it feel now? Because Storm is an internationally recognised name in the fashion scene. Like, you say the name Storm and everyone's like, oh, Storm.
Don't you think that a name is only as good as it is? So I suppose
Yeah.
if the agency was a total disaster, everybody would say, what an awful name.
Storm, yeah. Right, Shalom Freeman wants to know what exactly goes on at Storm Model Management. And she's not just asking this question because she's trying to win a goodie bag.
God, if only I knew. How long has she got? We could be here for days. I mean, everything goes on at Storm.
Yeah.
It's a sort of mile a minute. We find girls. We do competitions. We do branding and licensing. We have creative bookers that do the lovely editorial on the girls. We have advertising bookers and campaign bookers and. I don't know. I mean, it's a huge family business, and we get involved in every aspect of a young girl or boy's career from beginning to end. And we also like to take them on to doing other things if they want to do them, whether it be acting or playing the cello, and we like sort of coming up with intellectual property ideas for making programs for TV. Lorraine Pascal, this one, I mean, it's a really big inclusive thing.
Yeah.
Storm. It's not just a model agency.
It's not at all, and you are so actively involved in it. Every time I come in, you're always at your desk.
I'm on my booking table.
And
I don't have an
family
office. It's like a nightmare. I have no private conversations whatsoever.
We can keep this between you, me, and the entire Facebook community.
Yes, hello. Everything is open.
Martina Shekats-Rink, thank you very much, guys, for sending me the most hard to pronounce names today. Wants to know, how does Storm define beauty? She's sending you love from Germany as well.
Oh, send my love to her too. I mean, beauty. Beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. I think so many people are beautiful, and there is no particular definition of beauty. I mean, you might get really kind of clinical about it and say that, the mouth has to be like this and the eyes need to be wide spaced. And we kind of do in our industry start saying that, noses can be long, but they must be aquiline and so I kind of know it's like being a porcelain expert when I see a face, but that's not what necessarily beauty's about. I mean, people can be absolutely beautiful with a fantastic personality. I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily everybody in this agency is beautiful. There are plenty of people walking down the street that are beautiful.
I mean, obviously.
And anyway, well, this one's got everything. Personality, adorable, beautiful.
The height, so jealous. Right, I'm going to ask Stephanie a question because I feel like she's getting a bit overlooked here. Is this the career that you imagined for yourself when you were younger? This is being asked by I Am Becky, who also is calling herself Cara Delevingne on Twitter.
Nice. Is this the
Well,
career
you've got more than
imagined?
one.
To be honest, I had no idea what to expect with it, and it has been an incredible surprise and excitement, and I don't think I could ask for more. Doing this, getting to travel and be with such a family agency who actually care about you, it's amazing.
So they're not just going to leave you in Australia?
No, they're not going to forget about me, I know.
No, I'm going to miss her.
I'm going to miss this too.
Well, Janet Davis wants to know, what are the top qualities that you look for in a male or female model besides the physical attributes?
Well, I mean, that's first and foremost for sure. With men, it's quite tricky. But I like sort of pushing boundaries. So, you should say 6 to 6'2.5" for a man, and all those height and, photogenics and all of that. But, the great thing is if you've got something a bit more about you, you don't have to be the sort of live wire necessarily, sort of come in here doing cartwheels, singing and dancing. But if you've got a bit more than, do you know what I mean? You do need to have some personality, even if it's a nice, quiet personality, because things like doing a cover, you can sort of take a shot and have somebody on the cover of a magazine with not much going on. You need to feel it.
Yeah, there has to be something behind the eyes.
There definitely does, because otherwise it's called kind of fisheye, kind of. No, not blank, nothing going on there.
It's like, hello.
Yeah, they come on there. Put some energy into it.
Anastasia Bardina. God, you are doing it on purpose, aren't you? She wants to know, do you think that modelling is only about being beautiful outside, or does the inner beauty make you shine too? Well, I think we just answered that, because personality
I think we did just answer that. And you do have to remember one thing. You know what? Photographers and stylists and editors of magazines and CEOs of big companies, they're not going to use you unless you're actually a nice person. And they certainly won't take you on a trip. You do have to really put some personality in and think about the fact that it's your own PR.
Yeah, be nice.
Be nice.
Note to self. Kelly Barham, what would the best advice or tips be for you to give any girl or guy aspiring to become a model?
Go for it. I mean, seriously, just approach a really good agency. Storm. And try your luck. We look at absolutely everybody that approaches.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody else tell you that you're wrong. Just do it.
Because you encourage that as well, because you're running competition at the moment.
I go mad if I hear my staff say, you can only come in between 10 and 12 and 2 and 4. And I'm like, oh, you could have missed the next Kate or Cara or Jordan or, I just say come in any old time. Obviously not on a weekend.
Have you had a look through the Facebook page for the entries?
I'm going to, because I'm a bit of a micromanager when it comes to this, and I do actually like to look at everybody and everything that gets sent in.
Well, the competition is still running, so if you fancy yourself being a Storm model, all you have to do is upload some pictures and use the hashtag IAMSTORM, and you might have Sarah here looking after you, which would be quite the winning prize, I would say. Jessica Nubula James. That's amazing. I think this is for Stephanie, what has been your favourite shoot that you've ever been involved in, and why?
Favourite shoot? I'd say I have two. One, definitely being able to do a road trip story in Morocco, going around everywhere, mountains, waterfalls, and just shooting the most amazing scenery around there's such a different culture. Was incredible and so much fun, and it was January here, so it was cold for everyone. And I guess also being able to have an ice cream fight on set whilst wearing very expensive clothes.
Who was that for? Who was the client?
Contributing editor. Just multicoloured ice cream in the face, all over the clothes. I feel sorry.
What were you wearing?
Well, it was very summery, so some of it was kind of like bikinis, but I did have this one very expensive red gown which you could not get a single piece of dust or dirt on. So running away from the male model was tricky, definitely.
Yeah, running away from male models is always tricky. Just going to put that out there. Okay, Thomas Wood. If you were to be cast away on a desert island and could only take a piece of music, like an album, a book, and a luxury item, what would your choices be and the reasons for them?
Oh, God.
Do you hate this?
It's so difficult.
Question?
Well, it's, you know, I did do desert island. It's really difficult. I didn't even know what I was taking on my desert island. A book, probably Songlines by Bruce Chatwin. I'm obsessed with Aboriginals, and it's quite a complex book, and I can read it over and over again. So I suppose if I was there for a lifetime, I could keep reading Songlines because I kind of love it. Music, well, I've got really eclectic taste of music. I'm trapped in all kinds of eras back to the early days. I don't know. If I'm depressed, Leonard Cohen, you know, and if I'm up, I don't know, I love Marvin Gaye. I love Thin Lizzy. I can't choose one.
All right, we'll stop torturing you with that question. Thomas, no. Sarah, how does it feel when you see your models on the catwalk and in magazines? Is it an amazing feeling? That's from Yen.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would not come to work unless I seriously got a thrill out of it these days. You know, I mean, every day I'm like, yes. And you know, when the first thing in the morning, people say, look who's on the cover of this, that and the other. It's fantastic. Because it is just a genius thing to take somebody from, you know, their normal working day, being at school or working in a shop or doing whatever and suddenly transporting them into our world.
Yeah.
It's fun.